Hi there, so nice you're watching. Today I'm going to reveal the flip through of this art journal that I've been creating in France this summer. And I had still some things to do to work on, and make sure you watch this video till the end because I will tell some more details and background information over the final changes on the last pages. Enjoy the video! So now we go to the final changes that I've been doing in this art journal. And this is the first one. On this page, I just changed one thing, and that was because there were actually 3 ducks in the pond, and I did just 2 of them. And this one, I wanted to add one more, and I thought I had one picture with his head in the pond, so I thought it would be great to have him or her in the pond too. So I decided not to do too many things on this page because I feel it's already a long time ago, so I wanted to keep the pages as original as possible. Now you might wonder, what is the stitching here? And this is the mini book that I've been creating about the REV retreat, our painting retreat. And I wanted to add in the book, but I didn't want to glue down the back straight on this cover because I had here a nice background and here was already this leaf, and I thought it would be matching this. So I wanted to keep this one as an extra page, and when you close the book, well, I had no space to glue it elsewhere than on this page. So this is how I've done it, and I really love it because it's matching this page very well. And this is the page about the caves. I started with painting the caves where we've been to with my father and with Anthony. And my mother wasn't able to go there. She was very scared of going in something where she couldn't get out directly. So we've been there with the 3 of us, and it was a lovely time. And I thought this must be a page about the caves, but I've forgotten the whole page until I was, well, finishing the book, and I thought there must be some more details. So what I've been doing is using a lot of Posca pens and I think also the Copic pens. I tried some new acrylic markers, and I faded all these things a little because I didn't want it to be too liney. I still wanted it to have a look like it's painted. So this is really the result that I wanted. I wanted more details, but I didn't want it to be too, well, too liney. So I'm very satisfied with this page. It could be more detailed, even more. If you see these caves in real, well, you really are surprised by how many of these things there are. But for now, I thought it's a wonderful page and it's better than it was, so I'm happy with it. And there were 2 abstract pages where I've been working on the last week. These are some pages that I showed you in one of my previous videos, and there wasn't that much happening on the left side of the page and also here. So I found this lovely piece of pre-patterned paper with kind of palm leaves, and I thought it would be great to keep them to add them to this page, but the color was a bit different. This was more like bluish, and this was more green. So I overlapped it a bit with watery paint, and I gave it a connection by making this line a little more of the same color. I also added this leaf and this, well, I think it's a grasshopper or something. I didn't want to do too much with it, especially I didn't want to change the theme of the whole page. It needed to be abstract and it needed to be in these color scheme, and that was something that I wanted to keep, well, true to. And it's also the same with this page, and it's a strange color of pink, and I wanted it to be on this page as well. And I was browsing through an old folder with jelly prints, jelly plate, well, templates that I created myself, and I found this little, I think it's a poppy seed box or something, and I thought it would be really nice to put it in this page because it's matching this color, and it's overpainted again and again. You see the lovely effect of it. Furthermore, I did just these little green papers I added to the page because I thought I didn't want to do too much on it. I wanted to keep this vague, but I think this is a transfer technique from, this is a picture out of a magazine, and I think this one would be better if it's having a dark background, but I didn't want to change what I already had. So that's something for next time. And as a cherry on a pie, this is the cat game. So this is the cat game. And these are all Pearl's adventures. I adopted them, I copied them a little from pictures that I had from her. I had a lot of pictures and I was summing up all the adventures that she had. And I tried to stay true to the original Goose Game. And so some things are the same. Like, for example, the well is the same as in the original one. And this is a one, number 6, that you can go to another spot. I think it's just 22 or something. It's not that far as 34, but it's nice. Also, we have the spiky bushes. Oh, that's not that one. That's this one. The spiky bushes, and this is originally an inn, but here our cat is lost and she is staying somewhere else overnight. And here's some pictures of Pearl on the dashboard, laying down on the ground. And here she's in the lavender area, laying on the dashboard. And well, actually, the most difficult thing for me was to make something up for this area. 56, that's actually the death. So when you come across this, your goose is death. But I didn't want to have Pearl death. And it felt like, no, I don't want that. So I had the idea to well, she was so happy traveling, and when you come to the end of this game, she's returning home. But what I thought, oh, she didn't want to go home at all. So when you are here, it's the same like in the Goose Game. You go straight back to 1 and you have the same trip again. Exactly the same trip. So she's forgotten everything and she goes to number 1 again and she has to do everything. So when you are playing this game, this is really not a good thing. Same like this one, it's not good if you're there. This one is a good one though, because Pearl caught a mouse. And then you are almost at the finish of the game. I didn't do this on purpose, but the Goose Game has exactly 63 places where you can go to. So it was just accidentally that this was the same amount of squares. So I am really happy with this game. We still have to play it maybe tonight, Anthony. Another thing that I added to the game is the White Cat Invasion, because we stayed at our friend Annemarie and she has 8 white cats or almost white cats, and I wanted to give them a place in the game. I don't know yet what assignment people have to do when they come across these 3 little white cat squares, so maybe you know what we could do. And I can say that Pearl wasn't really social and friendly to those cats. Here she is waiting and she is guarding our mobile home. This was a Ronnie, a young deaf cat who wanted to enter the camper, but Pearl was a really good guard. So what do we have to do with these 3 cats? That's my question to you, and I hope you can help me out, because I want to add little, well, rules of the play and meaning of all the areas where you come across. And of course, I've been doing some things with the cover of the book, and I will show you what I've done. The cover of the book I created with a lovely fabric that I got from a student of mine. Her mother used to have a curtain shop, and this is one of the leftovers, and it's just wonderful. It's the inside out of the fabric, and the spine of the book was broken, and I put the cover on it and it was still looking a bit weird, so I added a little, well, piece of an old dress for the back of the book, the spine of the book. On the front side here, you can see I had to tear this off with a Stanley knife, and then I folded this around and then I pasted it again so that it really looked like a nice book cover. And on the back side of the book, I wanted to do the same, but I discovered that this final page of the book was matching the colors very well. So I decided, this one was already in, I showed you in one of my previous videos. I decided to leave it like this. Then you can see also what the other side of the fabric is. I fold it, I glued it down, and here we can still add some things that I have left over, well, from a trip, like cards, flyers, and so on. I haven't put them in because look how thick the book is. I think it's, well, the same as two new Tina Weekly journals. So I added a lot to this book. So I think I keep it this way and keep the other things somewhere else. So this was my art journal flip through, and these were my behind the stories about this art journal. And I'm happy to announce that we are going to France and Spain again this month. And I will be working in a same like book, but look at the cover. This one is inside out, and this is the normal version of the fabrics. And this is my handmade art journal, my first ever art journal. And I'm about to tell more about this art journal in one of my upcoming videos. So if you like this one, please like and subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss that video. I see you later. Bye bye.